This is a room full of Stoics. So I just want to get a show of hands. How many of you take cold showers on a regular basis? That's pretty good. Keep your hand raised if you took one today. Not bad. How many of you think it's crazy to take cold showers? All right. So this next talk is going to be highly relevant to that group of people. I'm really excited to introduce Steve Beattie, who is a Canadian wilderness trainer, or guide, sorry, a personal trainer, and a Wim Hof instructor. If you've heard of Wim Hof, then you know what you're about to get yourself into. If you haven't heard about it, then I'll let Steve explain. But basically, at a high level, he is going to explain this breathwork exercise that is designed to bring people to peak physical performance and to get them to their edge, to increase their resilience, to increase their cold tolerance. And this is a highly stoic exercise. And without further ado, I'd like to invite Steve to the stage.
Thank you. Well, good afternoon, everyone. This is an amazing day, isn't it? Having a lot of fun. I'm learning like way more than I thought I was going to learn. Did everybody have a really good lunch? How many of you went out for beer and hamburgers? Because that was a bad idea. I'm going to take you through a breath exercise in a few minutes. I'm going to explain a whole bunch of stuff, but we're going to go through a breath exercise that is going to push your limits and is going to teach you to observe your inner state of stress and your inner knowledge of your body. So because we're pushing that envelope of stress within our body, when you have an acute stress response, your body responds to the stress. So if you have a big full body or big full belly of cheeseburgers and beer and pizza, we're going to see it. So hopefully everybody's had a nice light salad. No, nobody's going to throw up, but it might happen. So I'm a Wim Hof method instructor, but I teach breathing, mindset, and meditation. You know the little envelope you got? There's a little card in there from Mindset Brain Gym right around the corner. I teach this every morning at Mindset Brain Gym. So use that card. Here's a little cheeky little secret. It's a $20 off or a free class. You can use that for a month membership for only $20. So do that if you're local. But I got involved in this whole Stoic thing about 9 months ago. Peter contacted me and asked if I could teach the Wim Hof method to the Stoic thing. I thought, yeah, Wim Hof method, that's absolutely Stoic stuff. You take cold showers and you have to suffer more than anybody. What? Then I started to read about that. I thought, wait a second. I used to always think I was a Stoic. But I was a small S Stoic. I was a good Presbyterian child from England. Suck it up, don't show your emotions. That's who I was. And I went on this Wim Hof method journey a few years ago, and I was in Australia 2 years ago taking my master's course on the Wim Hof method and learning how to breathe. And all that week of breathing and meditating, we had this blockage that we were working on, this idea inside of us that we were observing, trying to understand something about ourselves. All week we were working on this. And it wasn't until that final day, this long breathwork practice of meditating. And we went into the ice tub for the last time. And it was when I went into that ice tub that, does anybody have an ice bath before? Yeah, it's stressful. You go in and you have this enormous stress response to the cold. And you fight it off and you go, you control it, you observe it, and you breathe and you relax into it and go, okay, this is what my stress is. I understand what this is now. And it's right at that moment where this thing that I've been carrying all week was right in front of me. And my eyes opened. And I breathed in. And it was like my brain was this Rubik's Cube, and it went click, and everything fell into place. All the colors were lined up, and I saw my life in front of me. I observed everything. Went through this practice where you look down on who you are from above. That's what I did. I was outside of my body looking at myself, and my whole life was presented in front of me and what I need to do. Everything fell into place. It's this really incredible moment of clarity, and I knew exactly what my life was. And then I had this big rush of emotions, and I cried for the first time in 32 years, lying in this ice tub. Cried hysterically. is the weirdest thing. And then I realized that this stoic life I was living was actually just a small less stoic. I was just denying myself what life is. I wasn't observing my life. I was just saying, no, I don't want any of that. Don't want any of that. Put the blinders on, put the blinkers on. I'm not going to observe my life. I was going to stumble through and ignore everything. When I started this breathwork practice, it gave me this chance to look at my life, to observe it, and to understand what life is. I could see the impressions and make decisions for the first time in my life. And I changed that small s to a big S, just like that. So then about 9 months ago, we were talking about Stoicism and how that applies to the Wim Hof method. So I read into it a little bit. And the Stoics, their knowledge of the human body and the universe around them, and this is going back to the ancient Greek Stoics, they believed in this thing called the pneuma, which is literally, translation, the breath. This is the breath. And they believed that the pneuma was this combination of fire and air. And you can experiment with this yourself. You can actually just blow on your hand, and it's cold, or you can, and it's hot. You can change that combination of fire and air. Now we know it's just evaporation, that's why it feels cold. But that's the idea of this combination of air and fire, and it permeates everything. It is the universe, and it makes up the human soul. And the pneuma in the human soul, the human body, has these 8 streams. It has our 5 senses. We all know the 5 senses. Entirely incorrect, but we know our 5 senses of taste, touch, hearing, smell, whatever the other one was. But then it also has these other 3. And it's our sex, it's our gender, with this power source in our groin. We have our voice, which is what we speak with. We're the only animal that does this. And we have something else called the hegemonicon. And the ancient Greeks believed that this hegemonicon was here in their heart. It was their seat of knowledge. And the Romans moved it up, and it's actually up here, which is probably a little bit more correct. And then we can liken this hegemonicon to the neocortex, or frontal lobe of our brain. And again, we're the only ones with one. Well, whales and elephants also have one too, but I don't know if they do breath work. Whales probably do. But this is our seat of logic right here. This is where we observe our life, right here. And we use this pneuma, this breath, to activate it. Do any of you have stress? Yeah. Who doesn't have stress? I'd like to meet you. Stress is why you got out of bed this morning. Right? Stress is part of who we are. We have stress. And when we look at our brain, sort of an older view of our brain, we've got these 3 little brains inside of us, and our very small brain is our reptilian brain at the top of our brain stem, and that's involved in our movement patterns. It's involved in our 5 senses. It's our feel, it's our touch, it's our proprioception. Remember when you were learning to ride a bike, and it was difficult and you kept falling off? Well, your reptile brain was trying to figure it out, and once you learn how to do it, you didn't forget anymore because you just map it into your proprioception. And then beyond that, we have our limbic system. It's a deeper part of our brain. It's our proto-mammalian brain. And that is the part that's in charge of our fight or flight. It is our stress response part of our brain. It keeps us alive. It's really important. When that saber-toothed tiger is attacking us, you want a limbic system in charge of what's going on. It helps you run away really fast or fight it off. Have any of you ever been attacked by a saber-toothed tiger? Probably not. How many of you carry a phone with you? Yeah, that's your saber-toothed tiger right there. That is keeping you wired all the time. You're waiting for it to vibrate. Bzz, oh, what is that? It's a distraction all the time. It is keeping our limbic system in charge of who we are. And because of our limbic system, our fight or flight system is in charge. It operates so much quicker than our neocortex. The neocortex just says, well, forget it. I don't want to be part of this. I'll just go quiet. And we can do that. We can put electrodes on people's heads and look at the activity inside their brain and see what's active. And for so many people, just that limbic system is just buzzing. It's on fire. They're stressed. They're wired all the time. Loaded for bear, we like to say in the wilderness world. All the time we're stressed out. That's where we live, in this world of stress. This neocortex up here that makes us human, this is the part that understands who we are. This is the part that makes friends with people. It's where we fall in love. It's where we remember the past and learn the lessons from before. And it's where we plan for the future. Our limbic system dwells in the past and worries about the future. Is that stuff we can't control, but we're going to try. But the prefrontal cortex is what understands things. It observes us. It observes the impressions on life and makes decisions. And it's gone quiet. That's what's happened. When we use our breath, we activate that prefrontal cortex. And we can use our breath to fall into a very deep state of meditation. And that's where we're going to go in just a few minutes. How many of you have a meditation practice? Show of hands. How many have a meditation practice? How many meditate every day? A few of you. How many of you tried meditation before and thought, I'm not really too sure if I'm doing this right. I think I just wasted 20 minutes. Yeah, it hurts to sit like that on the floor. Yeah, a lot of people are like that. You don't know if you're meditating. When we do breath work, we know that we're meditating. And breath work isn't new. I don't know if the Stoics specifically did breath work, but I do know that shamanic breath work is practiced in every single culture around the world since the beginning of humans. Every culture has breath work. So I'm assuming the Stoics did too, but I don't know for sure. When we do breath work, when we just sit, and we did this right before lunch, we just sat with our breath. You close your eyes and you observe your breath. Right away, when you just sit quietly and observe your breath, a part of your brain called the anterior cingulum, it's part of this prefrontal cortex. It wires back into the limbic system. So your prefrontal cortex is just looking back and saying, hey, what's going on back there? Just knocking on the door. Oh, you're feeling all wired and tired and stressed and worried and scared and upset? Okay, I can see that now. I can see you feel that way. Just paying attention to your breath, just observing it, does that. It allows us to see our emotional state. When we take control of our breath, which is what we're going to do, we're going to change the way we breathe. Again, a different part of our brain wakes up. I have to look it up, because I can't remember the name of it. The caudal medial part of the frontal cortex wakes up, and that part of our prefrontal cortex is what is in charge of our executive function. By taking control of our breath and changing the way we breathe, we change the way we think. We change the way our brain works, and we're able to look at the impressions, to observe our life. And then we're going to modulate our breath deeply. I'm going to take you through a very deep, the Wim Hof method style of breath work, the power breath that I teach at Mindset. You're going to be taking deep, full breaths of air over and over and over again. And you're going to start to feel kind of funny. Your fingers are going to tingle. You might go numb around your nose and mouth. And you're going to continue to breathe deeply in and out over and over and over again. And finally, you're going to take a final big breath in. And you're going to let it go. And you're going to hold your breath with no air in your lungs for a long, long, long time. And it's during this state where we go from a focused attention on our breath to a wide insight view of our entire existence. We're going to do this 3 times. We're going to go deeper and deeper each time. It's pretty wild. You guys want to try it out? Yeah. So I want everybody to take your phone out. You know, you swipe up from the bottom and press the little icon for the airplane and put it on airplane mode. You do not want to be the person whose phone goes off during this meditation. It's rude. So turn your phones off, put them away. So the first thing we're going to do, we're just going to do a little breath meditation. I'm going to guide you through it. Because a lot of people, when you say meditate on your breath, they think, okay, well, I'm breathing. I got my breath meditation. I'm going to guide you through. I'm going to teach you how to do a breath meditation. It's kind of tricky. And then we're going to move directly into a breath modulation, where you're going to take control, and we're going to move towards a connected breath, or a circular breath. Normally when you breathe in and out, and then there's a little pause. Then you breathe in and out, and there's a little pause. We're going to move towards a connected breath. It's going to be a steady, like so. I'm going to do that for a while. And that's going to wake up that front part of your brain. And then we're going to move into the power breath, which is where you're going to be taking full, breaths of air. And when we're doing this, I want you to start thinking about where your breath is coming from. Just like the hegemonicon or our pneuma has 8 streams or 5 senses, and then we have our sex, our heart, our throat, and our head. We're going to breathe up from our groin, from our root, from our pelvic floor. We're going to breathe from here. And I want you to feel or have an awareness of this energy rising up every time you breathe in, up to the top of your head, to the seat of power, the seat of knowledge right here inside your head, your hegemonicon. Or here if you're Greek, here if you're Roman, doesn't matter, I'm not judging. But I want you to feel this rise of energy through your body each time. It's going to be full, deep breaths of air bursting your lungs at the top. Don't burst your lungs, but very, very, very deep breaths of air. And I'll tell you to breathe out finally, and you'll just stop and hold your breath. And I'll guide you through that a couple times. Now, people who should not do this kind of power breath work, if you're pregnant, we haven't tested this on pregnant women. We're probably not going to, but I do know women who've done it. And also if you have uncontrolled epilepsy, doing deep, full, circular breaths of air and breath holds can trigger a seizure. Right? So if you're in any of those 2 categories, just do the breath awareness. Just stay with us, do your breath awareness, do the connected breath, but don't go super deep with it. If you're doing this breath work and you're thinking, I'm not too sure if I like this, doesn't it feel very good to me? Don't. Stop. Don't do it. Don't stop breathing. Keep breathing. Like I said, we go back to that breath meditation part that we start with. Okay? So I want everybody to make yourselves comfortable. Your feet are flat on the floor. You're sitting up nice and straight in your seats. So slide your bum back, sit up nice and tall. Spread yourself out if you need to. If you've got a seat next to you, just spread yourself out. For the people at the back, already spread your chairs out. People at the front are all nice and close still. It's like the rebels on the school bus are at the back. So everybody's sitting up nice and tall. Some nice gentle music is going to start. We're going to close your eyes. Place your hands wherever you want your hands. Get your body to relax. You're going to bring your awareness to your breath. The part of your breath that resonates with you. Bring your awareness to the end of your nose. You feel the rush of cool air moving in through your nose. A rush of warm air moving out through your nose. Let your awareness rest solely on your breath as you feel it moving through your nose. And try and hold your awareness for a full cycle of breath as you breathe in and you breathe out and you repeat. If you find your mind rushing off to other things, that's okay. That, my friends, is meditation. Bring it back to your breath, fully aware of the movement of air in and out. Bring your awareness to your belly. Feel it rise and fall. Gentle expansion of your ribs. This feeling within your body. Fully hold your awareness as you gently breathe in and out. Without control, just observe your breath. Gentle movement of air in and out. Your body's relaxed. You're fully aware of your breath. Become aware of the sensation of touch. temperature of the air on your skin, the feeling of your clothes. Pressure of your body in the chair. Let your awareness explore the sensation of touch. I'm aware of the sense of sound, hearing. Open your mind and body to the vibrations of the music, the sound of my voice, sounds of the building. Fully aware of your sense of hearing. Bring your awareness to your sense of smell, taste, lingering taste of lunch and coffee. Let your awareness fully rest on your senses of smell and taste. Even with your eyes closed, bring your awareness to your sense of sight. Darkness behind your eyes, shifting shadows, light and dark, pops of lights, fully aware of sight. Bring your awareness back to your breath. Let your awareness sink deep within you. It's become aware of the deep organic rhythm of your breath. Fully aware the time it takes to breathe in and out. And a pause between breaths. Fully aware of this rhythm of your breath, the rhythm of your life. To observe your breath. Move now towards a connected breath as you breathe in and out and in and out, without pause at the top or bottom, without force, light control, with a deep connected breath, circular. As you take control of your breath, become aware of the breath rising from the base of your spine, your pelvic floor. Breath rises from your sex and moves up your spine to your head. Feel a wave of energy rising with your breath as you breathe from your root to your belly, to your heart, your throat, to the seed of your knowledge in your head. Breathing steadily in and out. Observe the sensations in your body as you feel your breath rise up within you. See your breath as a wave of energy rising up your spine with every breath in. And as the breath falls from your body, let your body fully relax. As we move towards a deeper, fuller, powerful breath, you'll fill your lungs to the top. Breathe fully in. 3, 2, 1. Let it go. 3, 2, 1. Deeply in. 3, 2, 1. Out. 3, 2, 1. In. 3, 2, 1. Out. 3, 2, 1. In. Out. In. Out. Fully aware of the control over your breath as you breathe fully in and out in a deep, rhythmic, connected breath. Breathing from the base of your spine with a wave of energy rising up through you. Let your body move with this wave. So your chest lifts up towards the sky as you breathe in. Your body fully relaxes as you breathe out. Breathing deep in your belly. Your ribs expand. The wave of energy rising up through your body. You're aware of sensations. The tingling in your fingers. The lightness in your arms and legs. So breathe deeply in and let it go. Wave after wave of breaths. Fully in with every breath, deeper than you need. Your mind is on your breath. You're aware of your body. Narrow focus of your breath. Feel the rush of air moving through you, like a wave of energy. So you breathe deeply in and out. Mind stays with your breath. You feel a numbness around your nose and mouth. You're in full control. You breathe 5 more breaths deeply in. Let it go. 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 Last breath. Breathe deeply in. A small hold at the top of your lungs. And let it go. And hold without air. Narrow focus on your breath. It's gone. Surrender to this moment of your breath hold. To your awareness expand to a full insight to your mind. Your body relaxes. Push past your desire to breathe. Deep within your body. You feel an air hunger build within you. Focus on where that energy is, where that anxiety and stress is coming from. It becomes too strong. A sip of air in and out. And hold. Your body relaxes. Breathe fully in and hold at the top of your lungs. Hold. Feel a rush of energy through your body. Rush of bliss. Let it go. Breathe deeply in. 3, 2, 1. Out. 3, 2, 1. In. Out. Deeply in. Let it go. Deeply in. Let it go. Find your rhythm. Breathing deeply in with every breath in. Breathing from your root. Feel the wave of energy rising up your spine. So you breathe deeply in with every breath. Deep and full. See your breath as a wave of energy rising up your spine with every breath in. You're in full control of your breath. Breathe deep from your belly. Breathing up through your body. Imagine this energy is rising from your feet as you breathe in. Rising from your hands as you breathe in. Breathing fully into your head with every breath. The wave of energy rising up. Deep, full breaths. Fingers begin to tingle. Your arms feel light. Your awareness of your body expands beyond yourself. Breathe deeply in. Wave after wave of breath rising through you. Deeper and fuller. 10 more breaths deeply in. Let it go. As you breathe in, contract the muscles from your pelvic floor and squeeze the energy up through your spine with every breath in. Deep, full breaths. The energy rises. Fully relax as you let go. 5 more deeply in. Let it go. 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 Last breath. Breathe deeply in. Hold for a second at the top. And let it go. And hold. Let your mind go. Surrender to this moment of your breath hold. As your mind turns inwards, you explore your subconscious. Begin to realize your true self, your true nature, deep within your mind. Begin to awaken. Push deep within your breath hold. Relax. Let your body go. Let your mind wake up. Let air hunger becomes too strong. A sip of air in and out. Hold deeper into your body. And feel a connection deep within. You can feel a connection to something greater, something unknown and mysterious. You go deep within. Breathe fully in and hold at the top of your lungs and squeeze from your roots, squeeze from the pelvic floor. Squeeze through your spine, up through your body. Squeeze the cerebral spinal fluid back into your brain. Squeeze in that hegemonicon, the seat of knowledge and power, the seat of who you are. Feel the rush of bliss and energy. Let it go. Breathe deeply in. Let it go. Deeply in. Let it go. Deeply in. Let it go. Deeper and fuller. Quicker than before. Deep, full, rhythmic breaths charging your body. Find your rhythm. Deep, fast breaths filling your body all the way up. The rise of energy rising up your spine with every breath. Your body fully relaxes as you let go. Deeply in. Let it go. Deep, full breaths. Every breath in, feel a rise from your roots, base of your spine, your sacrum, Your breath rises up through you. As you breathe up from your feet, the energy rises deeply in with every breath. As your body fully goes, the air falls from you. Feel that wave move through you. Deeply in with every breath. Your awareness of self expands beyond your body. Your sense of self expands. Deeply in and out. Deep waves of energy moving through your body. This wave of energy rising up your spine. The movement of energy through your spine into your head. Deeply in and out. Deeply in and out. 10 more. Full rhythmic circular breaths. Let your body go. The tingling and numbness in your body. The rise of emotions. Observe. Understand. 5 more. Deeply in. Let it go. 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 Last breath. Breathe fully in. Hold for a second at the top. And let it go. And hold without air. Let it go. Set your mind free. Free to explore deep within. Your subconscious wake up. Your eyes roll up in your head. You look towards your midbrain. Hegemonicon. Aware of any sensations in your body. Feel a location of stress and energy. A short sip of air if you need. Hold deeper within. Breathe fully in and hold at the top of your lungs. Squeeze up your spine. See a ball of energy around your body. As you hold, this ball of energy expands beyond you, fills this room and this building, fills this city and expands beyond this planet. This ball of energy expands beyond the universe and connects to the light. Feel this presence. Open your mind to this experience. Let it go. Return to your normal breath. Your eyes closed. You're calm and relaxed. Your mind is open. Bring your awareness to your heart. The emotional center. Observe the sensations and the emotions sitting in your heart. And bring to mind the face of a loved one, family member, cherished pet, or an experience you love. Bring to mind this image. And feel the emotions in your heart grow. Feel the heart, the joy, the love. Be aware the beat of your heart, the rhythm. Feel the pulse through your body. See your heart as a pulsing light of energy within you. And with every pulse, this feeling of joy and love pulses through your body. So you feel this joy and this love with every cell of your body, with every fiber of your being. See this pulse of light radiate from your chest. Radiates away from your body through this room. You see your loved ones. The pulse of your heart radiates upon them. You see your colleagues. See the strangers in the street. The unknown people in the coffee shop. This pulse of love and joy in your heart radiate from your body. Allow this sensation, this joy and this love, be your meaning, be your purpose. So you see your life in its entirety. Pause to reflect, to observe who you truly are, who you truly want to be. See yourself come back into your body. Feel the rush of cool air through your nose, the rise and fall of your belly. Feel the contact of your body in the chair. So you come back to this time and place. You wiggle your fingers, toes, move your arms around, bring some movement back into your body as you come back into this room. Begin to open your eyes. I'm not sure if that's how the Greeks did it. That's how I do it. I'm Scottish though. I do this practice every day, and it gives me a moment to look at myself and feel and understand, to reflect. It gives me clarity. Every day I do this. Not necessarily all of this, some way smaller. I have a little saying I like to keep with me. Stop, drop, and breathe. It's a great little saying. Remember when you were a little kid in school and the firefighters came? They said, when you catch on fire, oh shit, I'm going to catch on fire? I don't want to grow up. Catch on fire on the inside all the time. When we catch on fire on the inside, when that limbic system starts firing and takes over who we are. It's this part, that's us, it's the hegemonicon, prefrontal cortex. It goes quiet. So when you're feeling that fire inside, Stop what you're doing. Unless you're driving on the highway, then do it later. Stop what you're doing. Drop into the moment. And breathe. It's that simple. Breathe. The pneuma, the source of life, and allows you to reflect. Thanks.